everyone! So I'm going to be doing the first 5 days of my December daily, including my cover page. But before I do that, I just want to talk to you about something. I mentioned in a few videos back that a friend of mine who I'd met online, then met at a scrapbooking friend, had passed away recently. And this is the card that she sent to us. Her husband sent them out to a bunch of us afterwards. She had completed them, so he sent them out. And he also made a request that we do this, and we also pass it on to other scrapbookers, is that when looking for photos of her, he said there's tons and tons of photos that she took, but there are hardly any of her in them. So he said try to make a very sorry, my animals have decided to go insane. Make a conscious choice to get in front of the camera sometimes. So you'll see it in one of my photos that I actually did that, and I'm trying to be better about it this holiday season, especially to be in the photos, to hand the camera off, to use a selfie stick, to, stick your arm out and take a photo, but be in your books, be in your layouts, because it's important. You're a very important part of your family, so you need to be in the photos to be remembered. So I'm going to punch holes in this card and include it in my December daily, and I'm going to write a note on the back about being conscious of this and making sure I'm in the photos as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put you guys on fast forward. Oh, wait, before I do that, I did want to say I got in the rest of my stuff. I don't use a lot of stuff. I keep my December daily on the simple side. It just works better for me. I did purchase the snap stickers from the Claus Co line. I cut them in half just so they would fit in here. And I remembered I had these Evilicious flags. And I also bought the Claus Co brads. So these look like brads, but they're stickers. And then I also bought the Simple Stories 6x6 paper pad. I find these little bits go really well. The little miniatures of the 4x6 cards and the 2x2s. And then I can use the full papers as backings if I have photos that aren't a full size of what I need. All right, so that is it, and now I'm going to go ahead and put you on fast forward. Okay, so now that we're on fast forward, first thing I'm going to do is grab the card that I'm going to put in my album, and I'm going to use this 4x6 card that I've already punched a hole in, and my crocodile, and I'm just going to go ahead and use that as a guide. I'm just going to put that into the side because I'm not going to do a huge amount to that, so I'm just going to put it in afterwards. Now I'm looking for some alphas to use for my title page, and I grabbed these Heidi Swap puffy stickers in gold to do the word daily, and because they're cursive, I don't know why, but I think they have to line up, and I had such trouble with the letter L because for some reason I couldn't get it to line up the way I wanted to, and looking at it now, it looks totally fine. But I just was not happy with it. I was like, I'm going to move it this way. No, this way. No, this way. I moved it 3 or 4 times before I was finally okay with it. But, I'm looking back at this while I'm editing. I'm like, that totally looked fine the entire time. Now, for the word December, originally I grabbed the black font that comes with the Simple Stories Claus Co line, but it's just too large. So instead I grab some American Craft stickers in imprint, which are black with a thin gold stripe. And I go ahead and pop those on. With the magic of editing, they're already there. Because they are thickers, I did have to glue them down, so I just wanted to make sure they were done. I also added the numbers 2015 and then one of those brats. Now to the inside of this, the kit came, the Snap sticker pack came with these circular stickers that all had the numbers so you could do a December daily or a countdown, and I already have my own numbers for this, and I've already done a countdown, and I'll show you that in a second. So I just put those on there, and I figure I can add little notes if I want to. So I did want to add a little bit more down near the bottom, so I take an asterisk from the imprint line, and then I just add a heart sticker, and then I believe a star sticker. Oh, I am right, a star sticker. And then I just add a little glue to that asterisk and put that down in the bottom, and that is going to be my front cover. I also added that ornament sticker to the top. I did that when I was gluing down the word December, and then that Peace, Love, and Joy banner sticker at the bottom. So now we're to day 1, and speaking of countdown, I originally had planned to do a concert I went to, but I forgot that I had made a new countdown calendar thingy for the Christmas season. I used to have one of those. They were popular on Pinterest years ago. I don't even, actually, it might have been before Pinterest. It might have just been on blogs. Where you paint a cookie sheet and then you make little magnets. But that was several years old. So I decided to use the Tim Holtz hanging frame and make a new one. So I backed my paper with a 6x6 paper pad, and then I cut out one of the little mini cards from that same 6x6 paper pad and bordered it with another 6x6 piece of paper, and I'm just going to use that for my journaling. And I'm putting a little title on here. I use the green alphas, the mini green alphas from the Simple Stories kit, and then I'm going to use a word sticker that just says Christmas because it cut down on the amount of letters I had to use. I'm going to tape down my journaling, which I did off screen because I wrote quite a bit. And then I grabbed this wood veneer, and I think it's like a recollections from last year. I just had it left over, and then I added a round sticker to the top of that because I didn't want any more height than there already was on this particular page. And that is going to finish off that page, and I'm going to move on to day 2. Now, this photo is a 3x4 vertical, and it's just of all my Christmas cards that I'd mailed out on that day, and I was excited that I actually got them out on time. And I'm just going to pop that in, pull out the one with the date, and use that little area next to the number for some very quick journaling, just about how I actually managed to get my Christmas cards out at a reasonable time. I was very proud of myself. Usually I'm sending them out like on the 22nd. I'm going to grab this flag sticker from Evilicious. Sorry, forgot that. And it just says Hello December. And then I'm going to add a couple of enamel dots to the bottom of the number 3x4 card. And then a piece of, a holly sticker, and then this actually came where the word labels are, not the word labels, the word stickers are, but instead of words, it's just a little row of hearts. And I'm sorry, it's a little off screen. Once again, I did forget that I had zoomed in. So I'm finished with that, and I'm just going to flip it over to page day 3, and then I'm going to end up taping those two photos together just so they don't slide around as much separately. And this day happens to be about that wreath. It's a live wreath that we got through my niece's music program was having a fundraiser of live wreaths. And so we purchased one, and it was very pretty. I'm adding that tree sticker that looks like it's made up of washi tape, and then another Brad's, which is from Simple Stories, and it looks like a Brad, but it's actually just a sticker, which I think they should all go to that because Brads are a pain in the butt. I love the look of them. I love the metal rim and everything, but whew, boy, they are a pain. So that is where my card that I received from my friend is going to go on the same day I talk about sending cards. I thought that would be a good, oh sugar, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a good, not mix, but a good, I cannot think of the word, but I'm just saying it works well together. It's a good fit. There you go. So I just grab this little, it would be a 3x4 card if it were 12x12, but they shrunk it down, so now it works awesome as a journaling spot. And I'm just talking about how, who this is from and why I put it in here, and what I talked about before about being present in your photos. So super, super important. And now I finished that, and I am moving on to day 4. Now, this is a bit of a funny story, and even though I'm only using it as a 4x6, I really did treat it as a mini layout because I have a title and a photo and some journaling and some embellishing. So I go into my 6x6 paper pad, and I grabbed this wood grain one, and I just cut off the part that's actually embellished because I didn't want to, I knew I had a bit of journaling to do for this, so I didn't want to cover that up. I'll be able to use that embellished part on another section of my album. So, are you thinking, oh my goodness, did you wrap a present and put it under the tree and you're going to talk about this is your first wrapped present under the tree? No, it is not. That is not the story for this photo. Before I talk about the story, I will say I grabbed a flag from the Evilicious and then a sticker from the sticker sheet from the Claus Company, and then I grabbed these. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but they actually have a very tiny gold polka dot on them. And so this is titled The Counterfeit Present. We have a new kitty in our household. I know I have gotten a lot of new subscribers from doing my December daily, and thank you guys so much for joining me, but you probably don't know the backstory. If you watch my videos, you will see Xanthi show up quite often because Xanthi loves paper. So we were quite concerned that putting boxes of wrapped in paper under the shiny, shiny Christmas tree might cause an issue. So I wrapped this empty box and I put it under the tree, and so far she has not wrecked it. She has nosed it a little bit and kind of whacked at it, but no claws. But she has not, like, shredded it. So we'll see what happens once I actually put real presents underneath. So now we are on to day 5. Now we had set up the tree early due to the fact that with the new cat we weren't sure what was going to occur. And we left it up for about 5 days and then finally decided to decorate it on the 5th day of December. So for those of you who don't know, I share a house with my best friend and her daughter. So this is us in front of the Christmas tree, as I said, trying to be present in my December daily. And then what I just did was I used a collage app to make a photo, 2 3x4 photos out of the 4x6. So now I'm just giving you a quick look through of all the pages I have to